Former Wuhan Mayor Zhou Xiangwang, who hinted that Beijing was behind the COVID cover-up, is now under investigation. China's top anti-corruption agency announced on July 8 that Zhou Xiangwang, the former mayor of Wuhan during the early days of the COVID-19 outbreak, is being investigated for serious violations of law and discipline. Back in 2020, Zhou sparked controversy after hinting in a TV interview that it was higher authorities, not him, who decided to withhold information about the outbreak. Now, his fall from power has reignited debate about who should be held responsible for the early mishandling of the pandemic. At the time, Zhou was widely criticized for reacting too slowly and for punishing 8 whistleblower doctors, including Li Wenliang and Ai Fen. On January 27, 2020, under growing pressure, Zhou admitted in a national TV interview that he couldn't release information without authorization from above. He said, "As a local government, I had to wait for approval before disclosing information."
About this pandemic, actually, people have not been satisfied with the disclosure of information from various aspects. There were delays in information disclosure on our part, and we also failed to use much of the available information effectively to improve our work. That was another shortcoming. Now, regarding the issue of delayed disclosure, I hope everyone can understand this because it's an infectious disease, and infectious diseases are subject to laws on prevention and control. It must be disclosed according to the law. As a local government, I could only release information after receiving authorization to disclose it. So at the time, many people didn't understand this point.
Many observers believe Zhou was signaling that the cover-up was ordered by central authorities, possibly even by Xi Jinping himself. Zhou was moved out of Wuhan in 2021 to become a member and vice chair of the Hubei Provincial Political Consultative Conference, stepping down in January 2023. According to the China Economic Observation Report, Zhou was taken away for investigation by discipline officials on July 4, 2025. At the same time, several of his family members were also taken and his home was searched. On July 8th, the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection's website announced his investigation. Earlier this year, Zhou's former boss, Jiang Chaoliang, who served as Hubei's party secretary during the outbreak, was also placed under investigation. Jiang had been removed from his post in February 2020 after being blamed for poor pandemic handling. He reappeared later in official roles, but in February this year, he was suddenly investigated again and lost all his political titles. The fall of Jiang Chaoliang and Zhou Xiangwang comes at a time when the CCP faces sensitive political challenges both at home and abroad. Some believe their downfall is a move by anti-Xi factions to gather evidence against Xi Jinping, aiming to blame him for the pandemic's spread. Others think Xi is worried about international accountability and is jailing Jiang and Zhou to silence them or shift the blame for the cover-up onto them. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.